Hello and welcome to the latest in our series of Quickfire videos from IoT Now. And it's my absolute pleasure to welcome today Ajay Joseph, who is CTO of iBasis. We want to talk about optimizing connectivity in IoT. Ajay, welcome.
Thank you.
It's great to have you here. I wanted to ask you, what does it mean to obtain the best cellular connection for your IoT device? How do you go about it?
Yeah, so when you're talking about the best cellular connection, the term best is relative. So even if you are a consumer, think of it from that point of view. If you're a consumer, what does best cellular connectivity typically mean to you? It could be coverage. And so I happen to be in a part of the country where I cannot get my cellular connectivity. It could be that. It could be price, as in whoever is providing the particular connectivity is extremely priced me out of the market. The third thing that is also very important is technology. If you look at IoT today, we have a demand that is actually coming in, especially from the low power players. And the reason for that is battery usage. So there are two kinds of technologies, which is LTE-M, Cat-M, as well as NB-IoT. Those are both technologies being put out by cellular operators, not all of them, it's still in its infancy, that need certain capabilities from the network to enable power saving mode. So when you look at these three different angles, coverage, price, as well as technology, and then you start making a decision as in who can provide me that particular coverage, price, or technology. It is not universal. Forget globally, even across carriers in one country, right? So, and it's with that, there are solutions that one could start using to take care of that particular problem.
Don't customers therefore kind of just assume that they're going to get the best IoT connectivity? And what is it that's involved in obtaining the best cellular connection for IoT devices?
Yeah, so what becomes very important is if you typically buy a service from a operator, for example, and you are in a country, you're going to get the coverage of that particular operator. Now, even if you were to take the highest tier operator in a big country, you're going to get coverage which is in the neighborhood of about 50, 60, maybe maximum 65% of the country in terms of coverage. Now, and depending on where your IoT devices are going to be. So how do you take care of the rest of the country? So there are technologies in place like what we have, which is iBasis has deployed a embedded SIM, a GSMA approved embedded SIM. And with the relationships that we have relationships with about 300 plus mobile operators across the world. We have the ability of putting what are called their profiles in the cloud. And depending on the location of the device or the signal strength, we have the ability of downloading the appropriate profile and activating that, making that SIM localized to that particular operator. And so if the idea is flexibility with respect to coverage, or it could be price, and the same thing also with technology, we can support both NB-IoT as well as LTE-M. We have the ability of turning and switching all of this using the eSIM.
Could you explain to our viewers what iBasis' position is in the mobile ecosystem and how that helps you and your customers to obtain the best and most appropriate connectivity?
Yes. And so we have three businesses. So the businesses that we have, and we've been in business for 20 plus years, is we're a telecom carrier. We have a voice business where we do international long distance voice. Our customers are mobile operators. We have a mobile roaming business where we enable 4G between operators. Mobile operators are our customers there. In the IoT business, what we do with the relationships that we have with mobile operators which is and it's not just a relationship of, we know each other. We also exchange a lot of business with each other. In the IoT business, what we do is we buy the data from these operators. And the way we buy the data from these operators is by procuring the profiles. And it's not only for the higher categories of LTE with high throughput of data, but it's also for the low power cases. And then we package that, put that onto our SIMs, and we sell those to our customers. And what we sell is a single SKU solution. And on that single SKU, you could essentially cover the entire world.
Ajay, I think that's going to be really useful to people who are struggling to find the most appropriate IoT connectivity. So many thanks for your time.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure to have you there, Ajay, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us for another IoT Now Quickfire video. Until the next time, bye.